So I want to introduce our friend here, Jamie, and Jamie has a page called Jamie's Diary, and it's, let's introduce Jamie. Jamie, tell us a little bit about who you are and how old you are and why you started this page.
Hi, I'm Jamie Hampson. I'm 15 years old. I'm living on the Isle of Wight, and I started this page because not many people know PTSD and what it does to someone and how it can affect other people living around them. So I wanted to get the word out so people can understand it.
Okay, just to let everybody know, we're doing an interview. I live in Victoria, BC. She lives in Britain, so we're doing a video chat. So if the quality's not the best, I apologize. But right now, this is all we have, so you have to bear with us. Jamie, where are you from exactly?
I was born in Germany,
Really?
and then I moved into the Midlands or East Midlands after 2 years living there. So.
And who were you raised by, Jamie?
I was raised by my mum, and since last year in May, I've been living with my dad.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about how your relationship was with your mom.
It was good, but until I got older, I realised that things were happening that weren't supposed to happen to a child, and she was really horrible to me, and usually I don't really like talking about it. So. My dad suffers from PTSD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder.
Okay.
And it's like affecting the brain. He gets flashbacks, and it's basically everything he's done in the army for like 25 years.
Time. But, like, when you first were introduced to your dad, back into his life, how did you cope with the changes that you were seeing with your dad? Like, I mean, you really have a lot of connection with your dad, and then all of a sudden you walk into his life, and all these changes are happening. You're seeing him, going through these flashbacks. You're seeing him upset. You're seeing him sad. Like, how did you deal with it?
At first, my dad was really happy that I was with him. But then once everything started to open up and everything was coming out, it was kind of hard to deal with. It's like I didn't know what to do because I wasn't used to it. But as I've started to understand it a bit more, I know what to do when something bad happens. But it's like everything's getting sorted out in his head. It's like getting filed, like a filing cabinet.
Okay, so I'm a nurse, and I work with dementia. And when I see a resident that is going into, I would say, a bad headspace, I know how to bring those people out of their bad headspace. Do you feel that you've been able to train yourself in the sense of looking at that person going, okay, my dad's about to have one of his moments, we'll call it a moment. How do you react? Do you tense up? Does your body feel scared? What is going through your mind when you are feeling and you're seeing your dad in that one moment? Because
it depends what sort of moment it is, but I'll go, oh God, just sit back, be quiet,
okay,
let him get over it, because that's what we usually do, because he's just got to calm down himself, because if you try to, he gets more aggressive, and it's like, it doesn't really work. And I do tense up, and then I get like shivers in my spine.
Mm-hmm. When you first saw your dad having one of his incidents, what did you see? What was tell me the first time you had an experience with your dad.
It was like, he had a lot of fear in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it was fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, something that's happened that he's done, and then something that happens to make him remember that, and then that brings him that fear, and it's very scary, and it's hard to cope with all the time. But
okay, Jamie. So for an example, say we're having dinner and you're having a great conversation with your dad. Will something trigger your dad to bring him back into that moment of war?
yeah, it's like some words will, but it's not just one word, it'll be a group of words.
Okay.
And it can be the way you say it as well.
Mm-hmm. Now your dad has gone to talking to minds. How has that helped your dad?
It's actually helped him so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, things that have happened before, it's like he wasn't able to clean a loo. and then they sorted it out, and now he can actually clean a loo. It may sound really weird, but it's like the smell of the loo would like bring a memory back, and he never liked it. And talking to Mind's like blocked out what triggered it, and now he can do stuff.
So with talking to Minds, and he's been on that course, how long was the course for?
He went 5 days.
So it was 5 days he went?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Jamie, when your dad went to this, did he ever tell you what it was like and how he felt about talking to Minds? Did he feel safe? Did he get along with the counselors? Because this is what people are going to want to know.
He did feel safe. I know that. I think at first he didn't feel that safe because he didn't know anybody there.
Of course.
And then as he got to know people, he started to feel more comforted and stuff. They're very lovely people, and they're all really kind. They all have like a joke about, as in, not a bad joke, as in just like have a laugh and stuff. And they're just basically nice people, and he said they were like me.
Mm-hmm.
They understood me, and they knew how I felt about some things. And then I knew how they felt. So it's like they were brothers and sisters.
Jamie, that makes total sense. When you are in an environment with people where you feel safe, you are bound to be more open, to bring out the best of yourself. And I am so grateful that you trust me to do this with you, because you're the voice that is for your dad.
It's like you might as well trust them, and if they do something wrong that you thought that they weren't going to do, just talk to them about it and try and resolve it. That's basically what I think.
You're kind. You have a very compassionate way of thinking, Jamie, and that's awesome that you feel the way you do. What I'm feeling from this situation, after seeing your dad come out of this, do you feel that relationships, when somebody comes out of treatment or they go through the course, do you feel that that person needs to have time for themselves?
I think so, because when my dad sorted out some of his symptoms from PTSD, it's like everyone would treat him different because that's how they thought they needed to treat him, so he wouldn't trigger off. And then all of a sudden he was like, "Why are you treating me like that? I'm not like that anymore, so you can treat me how you treat a normal person." And it's like, then some people would be scared of him because it'd be like, since he's got such a voice, it seems like he was shouting at you, but he would never shout. And it's like, they don't understand him. It's hard for him more than anything, because it's like, he doesn't know who he can trust. Well, he does, but it's like people don't know how to cope with it, don't know how to live with it. They don't know how to basically understand it as well as they need to.